Chapter 10, X-Men, in the world, but not of it. In 1963, Marvel giants Stan Lee and Jack Kirby created a new comic book series about a bunch of outsiders who never fit in. Mutants, the children of the atomic age and the legacy of the Cold War. These children were born, shall we say, differences with these children were born with, shall we say, differences. To the parents genetically damaged by exposure to the atomic radiation. Lee wanted to call the book The Mutants, but his publisher felt young readers wouldn't recognize the word, so Lee compromised and dubbed the new title X-Men. In the comic book version, the genetic mutation, the mutant children inevitably gain superhuman abilities, often at the cost of some physical oddity that sets them apart from the others. Even when mutants exhibit no outward signs of difference, their extra-human powers evoke the envy and fear of ordinary people. The recurring theme in X-Men is alienation, the plight of the people who are too different to fit in comfortably with the crowd. In the decade of bell-bottoms, troll dolls, and smiley faces, the X-Men eschewed standard superhero fare and offered an unexpectedly sober study in discrimination. Almost from the beginning, the series was overshadowed by popular books devoted to Spider-Man, the Fantastic Four, Thor, Iron Man, and the Avengers. So to improve sales, the writers and editors tried several ploys, introducing new costumes, killing the team leader, and breaking the group into individuals or pairs in separate adventures. Even outstanding artists like Jim Steranko and Neil Adams offered their skills to the flagging title. Nothing worked. In the view of the book's dark tone, perhaps the series' ongoing struggle is not surprising. Could the world really make a place for these children of the bomb? Could those mutant youngsters with unnatural gifts find a place alongside normal people? Apparently not. After issue 66, the X-Men ceased publication. A 7-year performance may be respectable for modern comic book, but it was disappointing in 1970. By comparison, the Avengers dubbed the same month as the X-Men and has continued without interruption for more than 40 years. At the time, anyways, in the writing of this book. The comic book characters rarely rest in peace. In 1975, a fresh creative team revived the X-Men with new international cast including Storm, Nightcrawler, and Wolverine. The latter soon became the most popular member of the team. The scrappy Wolverine was the ultimate outsider, set apart from humans by his mutant powers, isolated from his teammates by his savagery, and alienated even from himself by his mysterious origins and inner conflict. Fascinated readers and his adamantium claws made him a darling of action fans. Thanks to the vivid characters and strong creative team, the new X-Men book was a runaway hit. One of the most remarkable success stories since Superman. In the last quarter of the 20th century, the X-Men and its many spin-off titles were the hottest property in town. When the X-Men rebooted and renumbered in 1991 with a brand new first issue, sales reached a record-smashing 8 million copies. You can't get that nowadays. What's wrong with the comic industry? The best-selling issue in comic book history. The mythology of the X-Men universe is simple. Normal human beings belong to the species Homo sapiens. Mutants represent the rise of a new species, Homo superior. Mutants have gifts that set them apart from others. The world at large resents mutant powers and fears the traits that make Homo superior different. This tension is the heart of the series. In the X-Men stories, frightened humanity expresses its escalating distrust in moderate ways. Mobs attack mutants who publicly display their powers. The U.S. Senate debates Mutant Registration Act. Monstrous robotic sentinels scour the world on a mutant extinction mission. In the nation of Genosha, mutants are tattooed, numbered, and sent to forced labor. Tales of the hypothetical future envision mutant concentration camps. Mutants. Being a mutant is a gift carrying a heavy cost. Treading through the years of individual stories is a larger saga about how mutants find different strategies for the coming terms with society. Mutants exist in this world, yet they exist apart from the prevailing culture. The mutant population must confront one fundamental and one inescapable reality. Mutants are in the world, but they are not of the world. Do those words sound familiar? And that's the end of part 1. We will go on to part 2 for tomorrow. Again, thank you very much for tuning in. Remember to like, subscribe, and hit that notification bell. Bye for now. God bless.